This
this morning.
conference will now be recorded.
All right, so today is Tuesday, June 25th, our last week of trading in June. And as always, everything that we will be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so number one on my list is ABBV. We closed at 78.45, and we took a pretty substantial hit all the way down to pretty much that exact 70 level. So what I like, from what I see so far, I definitely like. Now, coming over here, you can see coming down towards that minor, we got a nice burst of selling at that 71 level. A nice burst of selling that also came in with an aspirin afterwards. So when we see something like that, usually we expect, a quick move down, pretty much like we've seen. So 848, we haven't really got our pull up yet. So based off of that print pattern, we expect a quick move down, but then we're going to definitely expect a pullback back above that 71 level before we end up, continuing on our way back towards that downside, because you can see right here another really nice burst that I really like at 70.90 and 70.80. So there's no lack of new selling at all. We have this double top that's going to be, double bottom that's going to be acting as a magnet. So we have about 70 cents back towards that downside as well. So there's a really nice setup, and I love the continued selling that we see continuing to come into here. Next thing is AGN. So AGN, it's not the best stock, and the one thing that I don't really like about it is that, the range is great. It's just it's a little bit consolidated, but at the same time, we are sitting during the pre-market, and the range is just absolutely huge. You can see from from the beginning spot right here, about 165 all the way up to 178. So overall, we're going to be expecting a substantial move in this thing. One thing that I do like, a little bit, is the buying that we had that about 8:30 that came in at that 170 level. So if we come back over here, you can see 170, and we're pretty much pulling back from there. But we do have some really nice bursts of new buying that have came back into this so far. So 129.57 all the way up to right now, basically 170. We certainly are going to be expecting a substantial range compared to what we usually see. So on average, at $130 stock trades $3.66 as $170 stock, I'm going to be expecting way, way more. So going to be looking for that pullback. We have that new, we definitely have some new buying that came back in. So we're in the pullback as of right this second, and then we're going to be looking for a trigger back towards that 170 level. Some real big prints coming into there as well, 25,000, 50,000 just now, 169.70. So certainly going to be on our radar. Next thing looking at is BPMX. So BPMX would normally have been a sideless stock if it wasn't for, let's go back to 8 o'clock. Yep, here we go. So if we come back to 8 o'clock, we don't really know. So we do definitely have buying at that 150 level. Not a huge amount, but overall, definitely nice buying. The one thing that I really like is if you look right here, you can see the amount of volume that came into this thing within these Laker colors. So pretty much from about 125 all the way up to 155-ish in that area. But it certainly shows there's a huge amount of money either got out of this or getting into this. So I'm really going to be looking to, a trigger back towards the upside. I'm going to go with it, and I'm going to take it as buying because we do have some of that buying that came in at that 150 level. My only concern is it's getting very close to not holding this consolidation anymore. So pretty much if we break past that 110 level, it's not looking too good for us to be able to come back in. So I'm really going to want to see it hold that 110 and then trigger back towards that upside. And then the only other thing I have, and it's on my side list, and it's really just something that I'm going to keep an eye on, but PHUN, so fun. Now, the one thing I hate about it is the fact that as it was getting closer up towards that 5 level, you could see one ask print and just not really as much buying as you'd like to see for a stock that went from 320 all the way up to 5. So it could be better. It's just, unfortunately, it's not. So it has some buying up here. It's just, like I said, it's getting dangerously close to basically just getting a kiss of death and coming to the beginning of the market and then just selling off. ABBV keeps printing red. Let's see. Yes, it does. Beautiful thing. All right. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much what we're looking at. Facebook, we talked about yesterday in our afternoon meeting, and we pretty much came back down to where that print line that we were talking about already. It's starting to come back up. I would expect a little bit more than we've seen within that pullback, but overall, we're just going to see what the prints comes back in, just because it hit our price target. So we'll be looking at that. Other than that, the prints on our everyday stocks are just pretty much all from yesterday. Not really too much going on this morning. Let's just take a quick look at their scanners. Let's see if anything else has popped up since we start talking. So DNR is new to the list, but absolutely not. And then over to the loser side of things, ACER new 283,000. Jesus. Well, whatever happened here is not a good look for it. So Acer Therapeutics looks like some type of drug test maybe failed or something like that. So I don't know. But it looks like we're pretty much AC. You know what? Let's see if we can maybe have a bottom fish. I'm going to put it on our list. There's, just because of this buying that we just saw coming into that 4, and I'm going to have to assume it's covering there, but we'll see. And then CGC has a selling from yesterday. Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. And it moves $1.72 each day, 4.3 million average volume. So we'll be able to trade it at some point. So yeah, I'll put CGC on our side list. Absolutely. All right, guys. Anything else out there that I missed? I think that is about it. All right, so beautiful. So remember, Traders Exchange today, 12:30. Make sure we send in to te@atc.trade. I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.